Hey, guys, welcome to the channel. This is where we talk about Married at First Sight, season 14, Boston, every single week. If you haven't already, be sure to share this live. I said, I'm going to do this video afterwards. This video that I just literally uploaded on YouTube to talk about some updates in regards to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I was like, oh, I'll do it afterwards. But I had some time and I started, and then I was like, right before, but I do have a new video available. I'm talking about Sheree Whitfield and her Prison Bae reuniting. I'm talking about Drew's recent interview where she's saying that this new season is spicy. And is Candy Burns possibly fired? We're talking about that in this new video, but you can check that out after the live. Save it for later to watch, or you can watch it now and then come back to the live. But you don't want to miss out what we're about to talk about, because we still, can I say this? If we didn't have this woman that I have on the screen right now, she's a really good person, aka Alyssa. Really, really good person. If we didn't have her this episode, okay, Lindsey's a close second. Lindsey is a close second. Let me see what you guys are saying. Hold on, it is wintertime and my lips are chapped. Guys, drop your crowns and your elephants in the chat. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know where you're watching from. I always love knowing where you're watching from. I see Panama City, Florida in the building. What's going on, everyone? Hold on, let me show y'all. Show you myself. Hold on. Hey. I hope that everyone is doing well. Don't forget, it's easy and free. Liking the video, but also sharing the video. Text the video to your cousin, to your brother, to your boyfriend. Kempire's live. Kempire's live. We're talking about Married at First Sight, and I have thoughts about all the couples. And I have someone this week that I do not love, other than Alyssa. Okay? But before we get into that, let's get a vibe going. I want to give people time. I'm sure you probably just got off of work, or you just signed off and you're rushing home. And I was trying to start promptly, but if you just join us, booked and busy, trying to do way too much at the same time. Let's get a vibe going. Y'all. Let me put a little music on to set the mood.
Oh my, you got that hotter than a summertime in July. Time magic, and I got to have it. I got to say it again. Oh my, you got that hotter than a summertime in July. Time magic, and I got to have it. Ooh, baby. You're my sugar dripping, chocolate covered waffle cone. No, I can't leave that boy alone. Need a taste up in the morning. You got a girl just jonesing. Need a fix from my favorite type of candy store. Got me shaking, going out of control. Let me have a little something. You know I'm hooked up on that loving. Let's rock, roll, skate. Let the stress just slide away. Oh, baby, no, don't ever let me go. No, don't ever let me go. Champagne, let's celebrate. Let that old school record play. Oh, baby, no, don't ever let me go. No, don't ever let me go. Oh, my, you got that hotter than a summertime in July. Time magic. And I got to have this. I got to say it again. Oh my, you got that hotter than a summertime in July. Time magic, and I got to have it. Ooh, baby. You got me feeling like I'm overheating in the shade. There's a rise up in the centigrade. Need a taste to keep me going. You know you keep a girl jonesing. I need a hit, keep it coming, ain't no antidote. One kiss, that's all she wrote. I'm an addict, I confess it. Woo, this love is a blessing. So let's rock, roll, skate. Let the stress just slide away. Oh, baby, no, don't ever let me go. No, don't ever let me go. Champagne, let's celebrate. Let that old school record play. Oh, baby, no, don't ever let me go. No, don't ever let me go. Oh, my, you got that hotter than a summertime in July. Time magic, and I got to have it. I got to say it again. Oh my, you got that hotter than a summertime in July. Time magic, and I got to have it. Oh baby, oh my, you got that hotter than a summertime in July. Time magic, and I got to have it. I got to say it again. Oh my, you got that hotter than a summertime in July. Time magic, and I got to have it. I got to have it. I got to have it. Oh, I got to say it again. I don't think that I have it. Oh, I got to
All right, I had to put some music in. I wanted to vibe out, but I love that song too. I could have stopped it earlier, but I was trying to multitask at the same time, guys. If you missed anything here at the channel, yes, we recap some of your favorite reality shows, but you're not just getting that here on the channel. You're getting everything in pop culture, including Kanye West news. We just gave you an update in regards to Tristan Thompson and his third baby. The baby has a name. The baby has a name. And of course, I just posted a new video talking about the Real Housewives of Atlanta and everything that's coming out. Sheree and Prison Bae are filming or have filmed for the new season, even though he sent a cease and desist, allegedly. Okay. Anyways, guys, don't forget to like the video. We will be dropping the call link so you guys can call in and share your thoughts. But let's talk about Married at First Sight. I thought, and if you follow me on Twitter, if you don't, you should, because I live tweet all the time. Todrick. If you watch Celebrity Big Brother, okay, we're taking a little digression. We're giving people that are on CP time. We're gonna give them some time to get in. Todrick said, "I'm not gonna interview anyone." He is such a sore loser. What were you gonna do with that $250,000, Todrick? What were you gonna do with the $250,000? Pay somebody finally? I didn't watch it last night because everyone ruined it for me on Twitter. So I was like, oh, what's the point of watching it? Even though I kind of already knew this is how it was going to play out. Celebrity Big Brother, for those that aren't sure what we're talking about. But now I kind of want to watch it because I want to see the temper tantrum. Apparently they finally got their phones. He must have had a meltdown when he saw me talking all about, no, I'm joking. I don't know if he saw. But, people have been talking about him and his scandalous ways over the years. Not paying people, treating people badly behind the scenes. He got his phone. He saw all the tweets and the alerts. And then when he lost, Todrick Hall from Celebrity Big Brother. We will get into Married at First Sight in a second. There's a lot of Celebrity Big Brother news coming out. Shayna's boyfriend, fiance, arrested. Ooh, messy. I ain't got time to report on these B-list actors. Sorry. Todrick lost his mind and was like, I'm not interviewing with anyone. Locked himself in his dressing room. Danielle says she still don't know who Todrick is. I don't want to take this away from Todrick's talent. He's very talented. He's very talented, but he really showed his true colors on Celebrity Big Brother this season. Ebony K. Williams called in last week. Ebony, if you're watching, would you do Celebrity Big Brother? I would want to see you in that. I really want to see you in that. Anyways, we've digressed. We are here to talk about Married at First Sight, but we don't do a live for Celebrity Big Brother, so I wanted to react. Just saying. Lee Armstrong says, who cares? I care, Lee. Oh, Micah says B-list is generous for Shayna. All right. Dang, you guys are so terrible. He's killing these YouTube streets in regards to his productions and stuff. He's talented. Come on. Seth says, I got my notes, Kim. Let's go. You know what? Y'all not gonna rush me. I'm a Taurus. Okay. So let's talk about Married at First Sight. Christine said he's a good gymnast and singer, but personality is everything. Yes. Yeah, you are shady in the chat. It's all right. It's all right, y'all. Let's get into this. At the top of this, let's talk. You know how we do it. We talk about the least interesting couples first, and then we get into the nitty gritty of the situation. We did get a little bit more of Chris and Alyssa. How did I forget her name? The good person. Okay. Just saying. All right. Okay, where do I start? Okay, I'll start with Jasmina and I'm sorry, Jasmina and Mike. I don't really think these two are going to make it. I don't care that they had a good episode this week. I do like seeing them have a good time together, but I don't think this couple's going to make it because I don't love how we just sort of brushed over how he lied last week. Like he lied bad. Why did you have to? First of all, you lied. You lied about, first of all, having a female roommate, but then having two female roommates. I didn't forget about that. She may have forgotten about that, but we haven't. Look, we haven't. Hey, Dr. Payne. Dr. Payne's in the building. Dr. Payne, for some reason, shout out to YouTube. If you are a member of the channel, they highlight your comments every once in a while, but those comments don't show up on StreamYard. Damn. So back to Jasmina and I'm about to call him Todrick. Damn. Kind of favor Todrick a little bit. No, you don't. We're talking about Jasmina and Mike. They did, talk to their significant others, friends and family, and they were giving them, advice on the relationship and their ups and downs. I just was sort of like, it was nice to see them have fun this week, but I was still like, right? A little boring. I was watching the episode and I was just like, damn, I kind of miss Alyssa. I know I shouldn't, but I kind of miss Alyssa. But we do get some Alyssa this episode and her delusion. We will get to her in a second. Can we just, okay, who do I want to go with next? Okay, obviously, we'll start with them. I really, really, really like Steve. Steve is a good guy. I think they try to paint the picture that Steve was unemployed and broke and a loser. However, Steve did very well for himself, had savings. He does work. He's self-employed, not unemployed. There is a big difference. Look, there is a big difference, but there is a fight that happens. And we kind of seen little things with Noi over the last couple of episodes where we were like, she could be a little bratty. But she hit an all-time high. For the very first time, she's cooking for him. First time he's been cooking for her these last couple of weeks. So Steve is a nice guy, did pretty well for himself, and he cooks. And he was just like, he went away and he came back and she wasn't paying attention to the noodles and the noodle gate. And the noodles were overcooked. So he was like, oh my gosh, well, and she got so offended by it. She left the house for 24 hours and then was shading him on social media because she's an immature brat. I hate when people do that. I can do that, but I only do that with people I don't care about. Not the person I'm dating. And he's like, a lot of my family follows you now. You can't do stuff like that. And he's like, if you're going to get this angry about noodles, when we have a real issue, what are you going to do? And you want to have 3 kids? You can't be a kid and have a kid. I know it happens, but you know what I'm saying. She worked my nerve this week, but we already knew she was a little bit annoying because you remember Alyssa's psychic said that her boo would have a lion tattoo, and that's exactly what Steve has. And Alyssa changed it up because Noi got really upset because Noi is immature. Noi, you can't get married. You shouldn't get married. You have some maturing to do. So this couple that I thought might make it to the end, I don't know if it's going to make it. I think he might be through with her. I think she might be like, she's annoying. And even after they have the conversation, she still was mad at him. What are you mad about? You're supposed to be making dinner for him for the very first time because he's been cooking for you this entire time. And you messed it up. And he called you out on it. Maybe he could have said it in a different way, but we heard what he said. It didn't sound that bad. It didn't sound that bad. Exactly. Takara says, Steve clearly has money. He's got an apartment and he does freelance work in sales engineering. Not having a full-time job doesn't equate to brokenness. Exactly. They were trying to make it seem like he was broke. No. Steve is a good man. He's probably definitely has some coin. Chris on the after show says people don't realize how much sales engineers make, and working in Boston, which is a high tech area, he knows that he got some coin. So does Chris. Chris got some coin too from word on the street. You messed that one up, Alyssa. So I was so annoyed with Noi this week. Noi, grow up. But look, we love to criticize Noi, but I know plenty of women very much like Noi. So y'all want to come around here on your high horse, but a lot of y'all like, because I see it on social media. I'm like, and not just women. There's some men that I know, gay men. I don't want to put. I'm sure there's some heterosexual men like this too, but they're immature in other ways. No, I'm talking about gay men do playing these reindeer games on social media with their relationships. Francis says she wants 3 kids, not 2. She needs to let all that go. And she needs to grow up. Hey, Terry. Good evening from New England. Kempire, as always, you are right. Well, I like to think that I am as a true tourist. I like to think that... Oh.
It's 5:54 p.m., by the way.
Okay, Siri. Mind your business. These damn things. Okay, let me take another sip. I'm having my kombucha. Good for Steve. Steve, I wouldn't blame you if on decision day you say no. Do we see any of these couples making it to the end? The only one, the one that we said at the beginning might not even make it, is Katina and Olajuwon. Okay, let's talk about them. Okay. Oh God, I hate to say this about Katina. Katina, I don't mean any offense by this. This is just my observation. This is just a review. Okay? This is just a review. Don't take whatever I'm about to say personally, okay? If you are, just sign out. Sign out the chat. Sign out the chat, Katina. I can't stand it when Katina talks. She can never get her point across. It's like, just say it, girl. But she's very much in love with Olajuwon. She's very much in love with him. And I can't blame her. He's a Taurus. Y'all knew I was going to say it. But, okay, straight shooter. Pow, 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 pow. Olajuwon, when they flash back to when he was dancing on her at the wedding, I remember it. But then rewatching, I was like, oh, you're just doing too much. You just met this girl and the attention always has to be on you. And that could be annoying. Like, do that for me in private. Don't do this in front of people you just met. He just seems like he likes a lot of attention. But based off what people are saying about him and on the after show, a lot of people say he's high energy, but his intentions are good and he's genuinely a good person. And we are getting to see that. And based off what we've seen when he's on the after party and what people are saying on the show, Olajuwon's a good guy. He's a good guy. He just needs a lot of attention. And I think I can see this relationship working because she's okay with him having the floor because she's so bland. I saw that comment. Because she's so bland. Uh-oh, wait. Gloria says, O has a Leo in his chart. I do too. Leo moon. But you're not going to see me dancing like that at the party. Maybe if I had that stomach, I would. Look, no, I still wouldn't do that. At my wedding? No, in private for my boo. Not at my wedding. Oh, That says good guy wear. Is that in your notes? Jennifer says Katina needs to speak her truth with right. I do feel like Katina's holding back. We do see that they're going to have some struggles where she ends up crying next week. I just feel like she goes along to get along. I would be interested to know her sign, just because I want to see. Did we ever find out her sign? She is very bland, and then when she talks, I'm like, Daphne says, "Kempire, you would." Not y'all reading. You guys are reading me for filth today over here. Micah says, "Kempire, only dated white women. How are we feeling about that?" Well, I don't know if he said, was it only white women? Or we have to be very careful in what we say, because that's not how they said it. They said that he's never dated or seriously dated a black woman. He's been with black women, but he never seriously dated black women. That doesn't mean he only dated white women. He could have dated Asian women. He could have dated anyone else that's not black. Oh, Lord, I'm shaking everything. Patricia, I'm glad got a haircut, right? I mean, I didn't mind the hair, but he looked a lot better once he got the haircut. Olajuwon's my favorite so far this season amongst the men, right? Because he makes the most sense. He might be a lot. He is a lot. Very much like Lindsey. Lindsey's a lot. We will get to Lindsey in a second. Oh, God, Lindsey. Damn it, Lindsey. He said he never dated black women because they were not. I know. I said, really? And then Katina tried to defend him. I believe it was on the after show. Well, he's half Irish. What's that got to do with anything? Terry says, "Kempire, I appreciate learning characteristics of Taurus. So is a." Wait, I don't know what you meant to say. Steve is my favorite. I love, I really, I forgot about Steve, but that's the thing. I forgot about Steve. I love Steve too. Steve and Olajuwon are probably my favorites. Daniel says we weren't attracted to that. I don't believe that. I just feel like he probably didn't. How many black people are in Boston? Do we know the percentage? I don't know if I believe that. I don't know if I believe that at all. I think he wasn't ready for a relationship. I do see this relationship probably at least working out for the first year, because Katina might get annoyed by his behavior. He's a lot. Portia says Katina was reaching. Yeah, I think she really makes excuses for him, but I do see this relationship being more of a partnership than any of the other relationships. Even Steve and Noi, I don't see that as a partnership. I really don't. Sister Onemu says, "I prefer Steve, period." I mean, if I had to choose based off of personality, I would choose Steve, because he's not like in your face. And as soon as he told Noi, "Oh, yeah, you can't share those types of things on social media," I was like, that is so me. So Steve, if I had to choose between Steve and Olajuwon, it would be Steve. Olajuwon is he's a lot. I don't need all that swinging through my like. I love it when you can be in a car and not say anything and it's okay. I'm that type of person. Like, we don't have to talk every second of the day. And the fact that he expects this woman to cook for him, that's annoying. Like, you already know. I would love it. I would love it if my partner is able to cook, wants to cook, and loves to cook. If they love it. But if they don't, do you know how to use DoorDash? Do you? Do you have the cash for DoorDash? I know I do. So that's where Steve and I might struggle, but we know Steve got money. He's not broke. Yes, I'll take Steve if one gotta go. Portia, why you gotta say it like that? Micah says, taking to social about a relationship before you talk to me about it is a big no-no. But so many people do it. And I'm always trying to bring you guys back and making it relatable to what we do and see every day. We are very judgmental of people on television, but we have to remember, we know people that are doing it just as we speak on social media, shading their ex. We see celebrities do it. Kyle Richards was just on social media shading somebody. with a cryptic Instagram story. I mean, I think that's by design, but just saying. Guys are just joining us. We are recapping the latest episode of Married at First Sight. We do this every single Thursday here on the channel. And another thing that we do every single Thursday, we usually talk about the Real Housewives of Orange County, but there was no new episode. And we usually do that at 12:30 p.m. Eastern. But we will be doing our Real Housewives of Miami watch party tonight exclusively on my TikTok at TheKempire. Check out the description of this video for more links to that. We will be going live again, TikTok. Yes, again, TikTok. Someone in I just saw it. Someone in my TikTok says, Steve don't have a job. Come on. People probably feel like I don't have a job. Well, y'all know I have a job. I'm literally doing my job, but you know what I'm saying? I'm self-employed. I was going to say something, but I'm not going to say it. Jazz Life. I love Mark's eyes too. I love Mark's eyes too. I've always loved that when you see those guys, like Clark Kent with the dark black hair and the deep blue eyes. Shanice says, can we talk about him working out? He's always working out. I don't know. Like, I want to love Olajuwon, but that's a lot. When they replayed him dancing on her at the wedding, I was just like, surprisingly, though, they still have not slept together. Do we believe them? I believe them because I know as a tourist, and I know some people are thinking like, he's very sexual. Yes, but when we are serious about someone, we're not just going to jump in. We want to get to know you first. If we weren't serious, then you should be worried if we slept with you on the first time. I'm terrible. Some people said no. All right, let's get into some of these other couples. All right, so we already talked about Steve and Noi. We talked about Katina and Olajuwon. We talked about Jasmina and Mike, who are the boringest couple of them all. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. I love Jasmina by herself. Mike is boring. I'm sorry, but boring may work when it comes to your husband. I wouldn't mind a boring husband, or would I? Well, boring, that's the wrong word. That's the wrong word. Danielle, thank you so much for the super chat. Danielle says Steve's height, Mark's eyes, O's body, Chris and Steve's bank account. That's your perfect man? I think you already had the perfect man then. Apricot, I think that Olajuwon is afraid of getting hurt. Karma's scaring him. Really? That's an interesting perspective. You never know. He's been such a everywhere and in everything. Wouldn't surprise me. Sass says, Steve is a vagabond. There is no money. What? Why are you guys saying that? I don't believe that. Honestly, I don't. Jesus says, as long as he's not boring. Exactly. But those are the ones to watch. The ones that appear to be boring to all of us are the ones in the bedroom that are, laying it down and, because someone I saw in the chat said that Steve has BDE, big energy. I don't know about all that, but I don't really get that vibe from him, but I like Steve. Damn, some of these reality stars watch these recaps. They're probably just like, what are we talking about? Jennifer, thank you so much for the super chat. Jennifer says, Lindsey is so wrong and Mark should run. She fights dirty, hits below the belt, and has no respect for him or herself. Thank you for the segue, Jennifer, because let's talk about this. Oh, no. Let's talk about them in a second. I want to talk about this one because, they're gone. This is their last episode. We probably won't see them until the reunion. The good person, of course, Alyssa, the good person. So we see Alyssa meet with her friend and they talk about what went down. Chris talks to his mom and talks about what went down. Alyssa is delusional. And I love that the Married at First Sight producers, when she tried to make it seem as if, oh, he could have came to talk to me at any time, they showed every instance where she was like, I don't want to talk to him. Tell him to come over here. I love them for that. Thank you, editors, because we know she was lying. We know that. I just wanted her friend, even if she doesn't watch the entire season and she watched that one episode that she's on, she sees that her friend lied to her. Do I believe that Alyssa believes her own BS? On some level. On some level. She is scary. I'm happy that Chris ends up not playing this out, because someone like that, scary. Because she really was like, you know, I wanted to continue with the process, but he decided that it was over. Chris says in the after show, she decided a long time ago. I think the most important thing to her were appearance, was the physical. Then, girl, you should never went on Married at First Sight. It's not about that. Married at First Sight is people that, are looking for their mate. They've tried everything. You've had the big arms and that has not worked for you. You've had the perfect teeth. That has not worked for you. You could fix that. Chris has the money. He could fix it. Chris, fix it. Not Ryan from Houston, come get your girl. No. I wouldn't wish Alyssa on anyone. I'm glad in this episode she says that she's going to move to Texas. And I said, goodbye. Why would you think that you're going to find a man with a cowboy boots in Boston? It's not impossible. It's not impossible. I could probably find a man in cowboy boots here in New York, but the likelihood is very slim. It's very slim. Dom, thank you so much for the super chat. Dom says editors deserve an Emmy. To be honest, her friend probably can't believe how bad she lied right in her face. Or maybe she's used to it. Uh-oh, High Vibe says she's not the cutest girl in the room either. Oh, Amy says, Alyssa, where were you on January 6, 2021? We don't want her in Texas. I know. When I said that, she says she wants to come, though, y'all. She says she wants to come. She's trying to find her cowboy. Sash says, no, you can't unless Nikki can. No, what I'm saying, here in New York, and especially big cities, you always meet transplants here in New York City. There are tons of people from Texas that move from Texas to New York to go to school, to, for work. In big cities, you can really find people like that. But you're right. If I really want to find that cowboy, it's the naked cowboy in Times Square. He's not even that cute. Sorry. Just saying. Anyways, he was cute to somebody. His boo, I'm sure. Chris, I feel so bad for you. But at the same time, I don't feel bad for you, because he says that he learned a lot from this process. As you know, in order to be on the show, in order for them to find your match, they ask you a lot of questions. You have to really go within yourself and figure out, what is it that I want in a person? And the fact that they matched you up with Alyssa, Chris, you might need some therapy. I'm joking, but I'm not joking. Chris, here's the question for you. Have you dated other women very much like Alyssa? I know she is one of a kind. But have you dated other women like Alyssa? Because if so, you might want to start choosing differently. Just saying. I like Chris, though. Chris seems like a really nice guy. I look forward to the reunion. How many more episodes to the reunion? I don't know if I can deal with these couples until the reunion. The only entertaining couple left is Lindsey and Mark. Oh, God. This is bad. Chris on the after show says that little turn up that happens at the end. So Chris and Alyssa go to the bowling alley with the other couples to let them know that they've broken up. But the other couples act as if they don't know. They all live in the same building. We know off camera they're hanging out. So they knew Alyssa and Chris didn't make it. He probably didn't realize it was his decision day, but anyways, they got to do stuff for TV. Well, the conversation gets a little heated. Before we even get into Lindsey and Mark, Lindsey sees Katina roll her eyes. And I have to say this. I have to agree with Lindsey in one instance. One instance. Calm down, y'all. Katina didn't have to roll her eyes in that particular instance. She didn't have to roll her eyes from what Lindsey said. Because what Lindsey said was true about the poop. Just saying, put the lids down, y'all. Put the lids down. Have we not spread that information? I didn't like that Lindsey cut off. What was it? It was Steve. She cut off. I didn't like that. And I love how Jasmina stood up for him. It's like, don't cut him off. Let him say what he wanted to say. And then you can say what you need to say. Portia says, yeah, Lindsey, Katina can't stand. Yeah, I think ever since the situation on the plane, she just has not seen it for Lindsey. And I told you guys, Lindsey is the type of person you either love or hate. I don't think I could be friends with Lindsey, to be honest with you. Do I think Mark needs someone like Lindsey in his life? Maybe. I'm not too sure, because at the same time, the way that Lindsey turns on him, because she feels like he turned on her, because he's like, he gets uncomfortable. Mark is not confrontational. And the fact that she started this whole confrontation, he's like, I don't want that. Okay? I don't want that. He wants to get along with everybody. He doesn't want to have to be the peacemaker. He doesn't want to have to go back and have a conversation with Katina to smooth things over. So I get it. But Mark, you do need to get a little bit of a backbone. I don't feel like the situation between Lindsey and Katina had gone too far. But maybe there's more, because it seems as if he's always on eggshells with her. He's afraid to speak up to her, but he does in this moment, and it turns crazy. She goes to the white meat when she fights with him. The first time we saw this, we saw it in, was it Puerto Rico where they were? She goes below the belt. She talked about him going to live with his mama. She talked about his apartment having roaches. She said, "Oh, I gave up a day of work to help you." See, that's the thing I don't like. We loved it when she went and helped out with Mark. However, if you're going to throw it in his face later, then it wasn't genuine, and I can't respect that. I can't respect that if that's the first thing that you bring up when we have a fight. So to me, that wasn't genuine. And then she's in the bathroom talking all kinds of mess, and he could hear it. He's talking to Chris, and Chris says this is not the first time. He wasn't surprised when this happened, because they both call him when they have issues. So they've been having a lot of issues even off camera. Let me take a sip. Speaking of taking a sip, guys, don't forget to get your coldest water bottle. Keeps your water cold for 36 plus hours. Multiple colors, multiple sizes. They don't just have water bottles. They have things for your coffee. They have pillows. They have stuff for your pets. Head on over to coldest.com. And don't forget, you can get 10% off when you use the discount code KEMP10. Again, that's KEMP10. More information is available in the description of this video. Let me take a sip, though, of my kombucha. And then she talked about his job. She talked about his job and how much money he makes. And yes, she definitely looked drunk. But if that's how you are when you're drunk, I couldn't date her. Honestly, I couldn't date her. She's not for me. But I think come decision day, he's not going to. I think it's happened too many times. And now he's like, this is not going to work for me. Jennifer says, my husband is a Taurus and he doesn't like being in mess. He would have said something. Yeah. Lindsey would not be my type, honestly. I mean, beyond obvious reasons, but you know what I mean? Like personality wise, she's a lot. And if you're a messy drunk the way that she is, and the minute that we get into argument, you hit below the belt. I mean, he did hit below the belt too. He's like, drink another drink. But that was the only thing he said. She on camera talked about his job. She talked about him clogging up toilets. She talked about his apartment. She talked about how much he made. She's too much. She's too much. Too much. Guys, we have almost 400 people in the building. Like this video if you haven't liked it already. Let's get to 150 likes and I'll drop the call-in link so you guys can call in and share your thoughts on the latest episode of Married at First Sight. I'm a little concerned though. I don't know if I'm going to be that interested in the rest of the season. I think I need a little bit more Alyssa. Right? I mean, she was unbearable. She was unbearable. I couldn't put Chris through that for a couple more months. I couldn't. Guys, if you had to rate this episode, though, because I was a little bored in the beginning. It got more interesting towards the end when we got more Alyssa, when we got some Lindsey. Ellen just says, Clark. She said it. She said it. Mark is not the prize, y'all. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say that Mark is a prize. He seems like a sweet guy, though. He seems like a sweet guy. But one of the things that would annoy me about Mark is the fact that he doesn't have a backbone, that he does allow people. That's why he probably will choose her on decision day, because he has a pattern. He has a lot of people in his life that are pushing him around. How is your name Mark the Shark and you don't have any shark tendencies? Keisha, thank you so much for the super sticker. Appreciate you supporting the channel. All right. Okay, these ratings. Oh yeah, she also said he has small balls and she didn't get an orgasm. God, I forgot all the nasty things that she said. Yeah, Brittany says Lindsey got into a 7. I'm saying, like, by the end of it, I was like, yeah, this was good. This was a good episode. Because if you follow me on Twitter, at first I said, this episode is dragging for me. I was a little checked out at the very beginning. So Sona moves a 6.382, but doesn't round it up to a 6.4. Micah says, we saw more cracks in the couples like Noi and Steve this episode, and the drama at the end, it was a 7. That's solid. Dom says 8, though. Okay. If I had to rate this episode, I probably would rate it a 6.5. I'm not going to give it a 7. I think Lindsey helped. I think Alyssa and her delusion helped as well. I'm a little bored with the other couple. I'm even bored with Olajuwon and Katina, because Katina's so... Just saying. Takara says 7 because I enjoy Noah getting checked. Oh! Okay. Center stage with Gigi says you have to have your spouse's back in public and read his ass in private. Exactly. Like, we're going to have each other's back, because I honestly don't feel like the situation was going to escalate. Katina wasn't trying to escalate the situation. She's like, I'm not going to get into another fight with you on camera. So I didn't think it was going to escalate. I think he could have kept it. He was like, all right, everything's good. All right. So if it had went anywhere else, I would have removed her from the situation. But I'm also not going to fight, even though cameras want you to and producers want you to. I'm not going to fight in front of these other couples or our friends. That's just not me. I have a little more decorum. I know. She put all his business. Lindsey was like, no orgasm. She put all his business out there. What about making less than 60K? Which is true. Here's the thing. When you live in a big city, 60K is nothing. When you live in other parts of the good majority of America, 60K is a lot of money. Unfortunately, when you live in a place like New York, 60K is like a pauper. Z, thank you so much for the super chat. Z says, I'm hollering instead of working. These old people are looking at me crazy, right? I love it that you guys watch and listen while you're working. I remember working a corporate job and I would be having one ear in listening, not live shows, because that wasn't really big when I was in the office. Live, I mean, people went live on YouTube for years now, but live shows like this wasn't very common until really the pandemic, to be honest with you. Thank you, Z, for the super chat. Sass says, yep, 60K in New York is a joke. I mean, it's not a joke, because I know I had made 60K at some point. I mean, it was, look, but it's a lot. I mean, I couldn't live in Manhattan. Sidebar, y'all. Okay, can we have a little sidebar? Just a sidebar. I forgot who it was. I retweeted it. Hold on. I was looking at this property. I think I know what kind of property I want. I already know the location, Manhattan, that I want to buy property eventually. Oh yeah. Bon Jovi, he is selling his Manhattan condo in the Village for $22 million. I had to look at it. We love property here. If you're new to the channel, we love looking at property, even if we can't afford it. love as Mimi says, I love our sidebar. Okay, I'm just glad y'all do, because I have a lot in my head. Sidebar. So Bon Jovi selling this Manhattan condo for $22 million. If I had it, I would be buying it right now. He has a closet that looks like if you're here for Married at First Sight, you will have patience. I have to show it to you. I have to show it to you. I have to show it to you. Hold on. I have to show it to you. This, I mean, of course, I would make certain changes. But the bones, I can work with these bones. I can't work with 22 million. Eventually, though, put it into universe. Eventually, I will have my place in the Village and maybe a Hamptons home. Okay, I'm digressing. All right. And I'm going to drop the call link for you guys to call in, but I just have to show this to you really quickly. Just in case you may have 22 million. Maybe you have, Takara says, y'all bougie. Yes, let's just take a quick look at it. Can we just take a quick look at what Bon Jovi? You're welcome, Compass. we're showing this property off. I just have to show this to you guys because it's so, we haven't looked at property together in a very long time. I just want to point this out. Okay, let me share my screen. And here it is. Okay. Oh, damn it. I can't do it because I apparently have not shared my screen on this computer. All right. I'm just going to have to take the pictures out so you guys can see it. Because it's a gorgeous home. It's gorgeous. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to get the picture. Da-da-da-da-da. Hold on. Let me do this really quickly, guys. If you just joined us, we're talking about Married at First Sight. We're having a little bit of a sidebar. I'm looking at property that I eventually would like to buy. That I would eventually like to buy. Okay. Excuse you. Hold on. Where is it? Did I just lose it? Oh, here it is. Okay. Let me show you my property. So this is just a little taste. But I have to take a picture of the closet because the closet is giving me very much Carrie Bradshaw. And I was like, look at you living, Bon Jovi. Why are you selling this place? And then I looked at the balcony. Can you guys see the balcony? Let me give you a better picture of the balcony. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to give you a better picture of this balcony because I was like, okay, now I understand why he's selling it. This balcony, first of all, he's not on the top floor and literally has another balcony that's right over his. So it's a small balcony. It's the only balcony that he has for this big apartment. It's like a 4-bedroom apartment, 4-bedroom, 3 bath. Okay. I don't know how we've digressed to this, but it is what it is. Look, it is what it is. This is Bon Jovi, the legendary, actor and singer. Okay, let me just show you the bathroom. Not the bathroom, the closet really quickly. And then we will get into this and let me drop the call-in link as well, guys. I'm here for the floors. Right? The floors, the floors, right? Oh my goodness. All right. Where is it? Where is my closet? Oh, here it is, closet. Look at this closet, y'all. Hey, lover. Oh, but let me take this. Look at this. Can you see? I can move look so you can get a better view. Look at this. Do you see this? This is his closet. Here in Manhattan, he's selling this home. Gorgeous. Right? Right? Definitely giving Carrie Bradshaw. I mean, I love the closet. Like I said, I might change some things around, but it's a beautiful property. I took a picture of the reason why he's probably selling it. This is his balcony. This is the only balcony for this huge condo. It's a very small balcony. It's only like a corner of a balcony. Like, really? And I've passed this property many times in the Village. I think he's selling it because of the balcony. Amy says, is he married? Are you trying to offer him something? Oh, I will show you the kitchen. One more picture, guys, and we will get back into this. I'm going to drop the call link first. Let me just do that, and I will show you the kitchen. We were just taking a quick sidebar to talk about property because we love property here on the. You saw that balcony? The closet's bigger than the balcony. I need a little bit more outside space. A little bit more outside space. Just saying. Okay, let me just. We are a mess. How do we get to be looking at Bon Jovi's $22 million apartment that he just put on sale? It's gorgeous, though. It's gorgeous. I love his taste as well. Maybe he isn't married because it had a very masculine feel. I think he is married, though. You guys will look it up for me. JMM says, I hate high rises. I would need to be on the first floor. I'm okay with it. I'm mad that he's not on the top floor. He's on the 14th floor. All right, let me just show you guys the kitchen really quickly. I got a couple of things to show you. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm not going to apologize anymore. You are my people. You guys understand where I'm coming from with this. We are talking about Married at First Sight. We had a quick sidebar. I need to show you the kitchen, and I need to show you the bathroom. And then we will get back into this. Let me get the kitchen. Oh, where's the... Oh, I even love the kitchen. I can't wait to show you guys my new place when I move into my new place in Manhattan. Okay, let me share with you. And guys, don't forget, like the video if you haven't liked it already. It's an easy and free way of supporting the channel. We already have quite a few people backstage. Let me show you one other thing, and we will get back into this. This is the bathroom. This is the bathroom, y'all. Oh my God, look at the finishes. Look at those sinks. Look at is that like brass? Okay, I have one more picture I need to show you. I need to show you the kitchen. Lovely kitchen. Look at the floors. I love this kitchen. And it's not even the ideal size kitchen I want for myself. Look, like I cook. But I love it. I love it. Remember we were just talking about this the other day? I was like, I want like more of a white kitchen, but this is perfect what I mean. Like I want white, but I don't want it to be all white. Okay, I've digressed. Let me get to some of these callers. I appreciate you guys dealing with, you see, fantastic. Look, she said, need new countertop. See, this is why. Sister on the move, she said, why is he selling? I think it's the balcony. Yes, guys, let's get to 250 likes. We already have quite a few people backstage. We're talking about Married at First Sight. I had to have a digression just because I saw this and I was like, oh my God. I haven't looked at property in a while. It's been a while since I've looked at property. Probably last time was last time we looked at property together. So we just looked at some property together. Exactly. Dom says, kitchen is nice. Not my style, but nice. Okay. See, the kitchen's nice. All right. All right. All right. We have quite a few people backstage. Let's get to some of these callers so I can go have dinner. Haven't eaten yet. Yes, Tira. Yes, she says, Kempire, your house will be way more grand than this. You're right. Because that balcony is, I gotta show it to you again one more time. This balcony is sad. I know it doesn't look small. It doesn't look big because it's not. It's not big. It's a corner, and not even like a wrap around balcony. It's a corner. This is probably why he sold it. He's like, I can't even go sit out. I can't even stretch on that. Micah says, let's do a property live. That would be fun. I know. I mean, I would have to set up some good ones that I want to look at. But then what if I do buy one and you guys all saw my property? Yes, Sister Wu. She says, we want Kempire to get to 100,000 and beyond so he can get his Manhattan home and have us over. Here she go. All right. Let me bring Danielle up. Hold on. Danielle, what's going on?
Okay, so first of all, I literally, before you start this live, emailed back the contractor that I'm bringing in to do the hardwood floors on my top floor. And now I want these floors.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you. And that balcony looks like the shower at the public pool. Like, what is that? Did you see the little vent? I mean, the little drain for the water down? That's horrible.
I think that's why he's selling it.
My DMV people, it looks like the showers at Potomac East Pool over by Haynes Point. It's a mess. That shower, that it's a great pool, but the showers are a mess. It's DC.
And so is this balcony.
Noi, like everyone said in the comments, is annoying.
Poor Noi.
I recognize that they're getting to know each other, but I feel like, and I think High Vibe said this in a comment, that Steve needs to let her know what his plans are. And that makes, I think some kind of communication is what she needs to shut her up about this whole unemployment thing. And I like the fact that he's identified that unemployment doesn't mean, self-employed doesn't mean I'm unemployed. I'm glad he cleaned that up because she needed to hear that. She's such a brat. I really wanted them to make it. I don't know what's going to happen. And then I missed last week when the 3 babies and how that's a deal breaker for her. Girl, but I'm glad Pastor Cal reminded her, what if that just doesn't happen like naturally? Like, what if that's not what's meant for y'all to have the 3 babies?
Yeah.
Lindsey. Oh, goodness. Lindsey makes my neck crack. I think with Lindsey, I feel Mark's pain. Not personally, but I think Mark wants to pick and choose his battles, and he feels like Lindsey always chooses to fight. Now, Kemp, I get what you're saying, that yes, Katina didn't have to roll her eyes. But to Mark's point, Lindsey didn't have to make a comment about it. Like, you didn't have to say anything.
That's true.
And that's all he was trying to get her to see. Like, you don't have to choose fight every time you get the option to choose it. You can opt out. And I don't think he has the energy to try to protect her, or to your point, go back and apologize to everyone, that can be very draining.
She looks like she's draining him.
Yeah, but then when she said he can go back with his 60,000 gym salesman position, well, I go back to my happy life. Well, baby, if your life was so happy, you wouldn't be here on this show.
Good point.
You're looking for love in all the wrong places with your fake high-end self. Like, because you're really not that high-end. Let's talk about her apartment. Like, you're not that.
Right?
Like, you can't, like, your apartment looks like you make 60 grand yourself. And for those that make 60 grand, I apologize. No shade, but come on, Lindsey. Like, you can't do that. She's wrong. She's dead wrong. Oh, God. Jasmina, I need her to take the scowl off her face. She always looked like she's just closed off to everything. I feel like her arms are always crossed. She's not open. She's not listening. She's just, and my girlfriend pointed out on text earlier today, she was like, I need her to get her teeth fixed. Yeah, she has little teeny Dracula teeth in her mouth. She's a beautiful girl.
I mean, not before Chris.
Well, see, we already know Chris' teeth aren't really that bad. He just needs a little Invisalign, like you said. Chris is really easy to clean up. That's not, but I think something with Jasmine is her attitude. So her talking to Mike's sister, I need Jasmina not to listen to anyone because she holds on to what they say and then tries to.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, so I appreciate Mike's sister trying to be there and talk to her, but the problem that Mike's sister didn't know is that Jasmina holds on to everything and then she just looks for it, and that's how they get their little mishaps here and there. I'm just like, oh goodness, here we go again. Not saying Mike's innocent, because that whole two female roommate thing, you had more than ample opportunity to bring it up and you didn't. Even when I saw the first roommate scramble like a roach, you didn't even mention the second. Y'all seen
scramble like a roach.
Y'all seen those YouTube videos when they open a cabinet and the mouse scrams by and they try to act like it wasn't there? That's how the roommate came and Mike tried to act like the roommate didn't just scramble by real quick. That's exactly what that reminded me of. You haven't seen those videos?
I don't watch that.
I don't mean to watch it. I don't mean to.
No.
Like it didn't happen. And that's what Mike did. Mike acted like the roommate wasn't there. And that was ample opportunity for you to say you got 2 of them. It's not just 1, it's 2. Scurry.
I love this. That says, boggles my mind how people over 30 have roommates, but they also live in Boston. The same thing happens in here in Manhattan. So many people live grown living with like 3 roommates because they have to.
Quick sidebar. My dad passed away like 16 years ago. My mom got to a comfort place where she wanted to date. So she went out, and it's my mother. So we're looking at people of a certain age, okay?
Mhm.
The guy she dated had a roommate, and she came and told me, she was like, "I can't date him. He has a roommate." I I hollered because it was like the funniest thing, but it was also a very good point. How are you retired with a roommate? And she was like, and he drives a Honda, well, no, he had a Ford Escort station wagon with handicap tags. And she was like, so over it. I was like, you're way too bougie, lady. But yeah, but I get it. So he had a roommate, handicap tags of a certain age, and a Ford Escort station wagon, and she wasn't here for it. But yeah, I don't know. Is it roommates because of student debt? No, I can't even accept it. You're right. No roommates over the age of 30. And again,
Is that why he's getting married now? Because he's like, I need to get married in order for me to move out.
Yeah, because and Boston is not a cheap city. It's a major city. It's not cheap to live there. Because he's a personal trainer, so we don't know what that looks like. Yeah. Okay, that's it.
All right. Thank you.
No, wait, let's go back to our good friend. I don't think you could have taken any more of Alyssa lying every week, though. So I'm kind of glad she's gone. We are going to get drama with the other couples. You keep saying Alyssa keeps saving, but we can't give Alyssa that credit of saving the episodes, because we would literally be frustrated, ready to throw our remotes at our television if Alyssa was on every single episode. See, why would you put her up there looking like Ant's life? Take her down. She's blowing the mood. She's killing the vibe. Bye.
Oh my gosh. Forces from one roommate to the next. That's exactly what's happening. Micah says Mike found a couch to sleep on Craigslist. I can't. Goddess says Noi does talent acquisition, HR benefits, and pensions are important to her. Yeah, I mean, I get it. Pensions are important to me too. But I would have to have a long conversation, and maybe they did and was off camera, about his plan. And based on what we've seen from him, he doesn't seem like he's not okay. So I don't think we need to worry about Steve. We need to worry about Noi. Natavia, I'm going to bring you up. What's going on, Natavia?
Hey, Kempire, how are you today?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing good. Speaking of houses, I wish they would have shown more of Chris' house, because when he was sitting at that desk and like the windows, like how you can see like that, all that tree air, like that looked really nice. I'm like, I know Alyssa probably like, forget that apartment. Can I get up in there? Because he had a nice little house there. He had the nicest house, not even better than Olajuwon's, because I don't think his was nice, but it was a house. His looked really nice. So he looks like he makes money. And he said on the after show that he did the same thing that Steve did. When he was working at something or whatever. So yeah, Steve does not seem like he's hurting for anything. Like, he doesn't seem like he's worried about it at all. And he does give off BDE. I think that Noi thought that she could treat him any kind of way because he don't have a job. And I think that he was perfect in his deliverance to her. Everything. Like, he need to teach that to the rest of the guys on the cast. Because that was perfect, how he talked to her.
Mm-hmm. Like, he set a boundary right there and then.
Yes. And like I said, she should set a standard with him. Like, okay, so since we are talking about things, this is what I had a problem with. And if she have a problem with those finances, let's discuss this. Let's see what you're going to be doing and, how we're going to work those things out instead of just running off with that dog. I don't know.
Hey, sidebar, another sidebar, but it's related to Married at First Sight. Someone posted on social media, because Alyssa at one point said that she was allergic to dogs, but she's used to the one dog she had. They posted pictures of her with multiple different dogs over the years. I said, the internet will never fail.
When she said that, Pastor Cal looked like he wanted to get physical with her, okay? Pastor Cal looked at her like, are you effing kidding me? Yeah. Like, of all the excuses that she could come up with, she said that. Like, not just, okay, let's say if you are immune to the allergies or become, immune to the allergies with your dog or whatever. you rescue dogs. So you are around new dogs every time you doing a rescue or whatever the case. I'm done with her. Jasmina, I think it is strange how nice and giddy she was with Mike's sister. I think that was the perfect opportunity for her to talk to Mike's sister about his quote unquote attitude that she said he had and his tone and aggressiveness, especially since she said she got some of the stuff from the sisters, and then especially since she said that he was saying that his sisters and them had told him about maybe how he comes across. So why you didn't take that opportunity to talk to her about that and get like some suggestions on things you can do if he comes across like that? Where it's like it was a complete different scene, and I'm like, now, Jasmina, I don't know. I'm just still side-eyeing her. And especially when her friend said, you think everybody has a tone with you. It's
Yeah.
you. You're the problem. She's a problem. And the last thing is Katina and Lindsey. I know it seems like I take up for Lindsey. I cannot stand Lindsey. Like she is a mess. She is so bold. What Mark needs to do is he needs to bust her out and say some of those mean and nasty things that she said.
Like, what you mean by bust her out?
No, he needs to say like stuff about her sexual habits and her personal things and stuff like that. Just one time.
You mean
so
give
she can
her
stop
the same energy that
Yep.
she's giving?
Yep. And it'll make her stop. It'll make her stop because it'll make her think twice that when she gets flipped at the mouth, that he gonna match it and she gonna be scared. So it'll make her stop. But Katina, I don't think that she was wrong for what she said to Katina, because Katina, Olajuwon sat there and gave a whole story about him screwing a mother and her daughter. You didn't bat an eye, but you rolling your eyes at something she said she read. Like, Katina, leave it alone. Whatever problem you got with her, now I'm thinking that maybe her problem is that she knows Lindsey like black guys, because Lindsey said it 15,000 times. She knows that Olajuwon never dated a black girl. She probably thinks that Lindsey got a crush on him, which I think she did, and was flirting with him. But I think Lindsey comes across as a flirty anyway, because she was doing it with Chris. And I think that she's holding that because, come on, Olajuwon is done with it. Why are you still upset about this? You don't even roll your eyes at the stuff that Alyssa say that is clearly some BS. And I just find that okay, if you don't like, even Jasmina jumped in and was like, let him finish. Let Steve say something to him. And my thing is, as long as she wasn't saying nothing to Olajuwon, Mark shouldn't have got in it. Mark shouldn't have got in it. He should have, even if he would have just talked to her like, hey, let's make this last call or whatever the case may be, alone, instead of acting funny toward her because she asked her, why was she rolling her eyes? Why are you rolling your eyes? Like, why? Just like Alyssa, when Alyssa asked her, she didn't even ask her. She said, Lindsey, I'm gonna ask, don't roll your eyes, don't do your face like that, don't make those faces. Who are you talking to? This is my face. So I don't like that. And then I don't like that Mark Friend said that, he's quick to try to marry somebody that he got to do all this stuff for and that dog him out, but yet Lindsey jumping in and help you, even though she threw it up in his face. But she said like he don't even appreciate it. He don't even thank her for that stuff. Like that bed bug stuff, that was a trooper. He should have gave her a badge for that, because I don't know anybody that would have done that. I don't care who it is. I don't care if we have been married for 25 years.
Oh,
if
God.
you go to work and you got to clean your desk out and you have bed bugs, we gonna be done for a minute. You're gonna have to go somewhere else, because I don't know, but I don't like how he but she is there willing to help you. And I think he just not used to nobody trying to help him. And or maybe he just used to being like the savior to people. And he don't like nobody else taking on that role.
Natavia, as always, so many valid points. Thank you for calling in.
But I still can't stand Lindsey. She a mess. She's a mess.
Oh, after you defended her, you know what? Goodbye, Natavia. All right, we have 3 more callers, guys. We're going to get through them quickly because you know what time it is. I need to eat something. Lord, Jennifer, I'm going to bring you up. What's going on, Jennifer?
Hey, Kempire, how are you doing?
Oh, well, how are you?
Fine. I knew you was going to say, hey, you guys, we got to get through it because I got to eat. You be on your schedule for eating.
I'm just saying, well, look, some other people would just not take all the calls, but I try to get to all of you guys. I want to hear what you guys have to say.
I appreciate you so much. I do appreciate you so much. And I can't wait till you get your house because that house was beautiful.
Right? Oh, my God.
But
Thank
anyway, it was beautiful. But anyway, okay. So I just want to say this real quick. First of all, I want to say, me and my husband been married, what's going on, 41 years.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's a long time.
A long time. A long time. We have been together a long time. 2 grown sons. Our sons are 38 and 28. 2 grandchildren. He's a Taurus. I'm a Capricorn.
Oh.
I have never heard this man raise his voice. I have never heard him curse. You feel me?
It sounds like me.
Yep. He don't do it. He doesn't do it. And so I understand. I understand Mark. I really do. I don't know what Mark's sign is, but I do understand it when a man pick and choose his battles. And so when we're out there, whatever and stuff like that, my husband, I don't think that Mark said something to Lindsey in front of people. I think that's just the way editing looked. Because if you look, it was just them 2 talking. Yeah. And I think he waited till they was together. Because my husband, when we're together, he gonna ride with me. Now, don't let the smooth taste fool you. I told you I've never heard him curse or yell, but don't let the smooth taste fool you, because that man will knock your block off over Jennifer. You see, he's a quiet storm. So he will tell me he's going to stick by me, but he'll pull me to the side and say, hey, look, Jay, you were wrong. That's not the way to come at it. And he always said, like Mark was okay with telling her, don't embarrass me in front of people. That's what you're doing. Mm-hmm. You're embarrassing them as a team. So Mark really just needs to walk away. Mm-hmm. That's it. He needs to just walk away because Lindsey plays dirty. The things that she said about him, you can't come back from that. Those are hurtful.
Yeah.
You cannot tell me you like me or love me and then talk about me like a dog when you're mad at me.
Yeah. Oh.
Love me with the roaches. Whatever she said he had.
Roaches.
Love me with the roaches. Because marriage is not 50-50. Marriage is both of us putting in 100% all the time. And if at times I only got 70, damn it, you bring the 30. And let's make it 100 together.
Wow.
Jasmina,
I mean, this is the person to talk to people and take advice from. She's been married 40-something years.
I'm telling you, for real. And I appreciate my husband for teaching me and for learning, because he had a family. His parents were together from teenagers until they passed away. And his father was a pastor, his mother was a director of music. But he told me one time I raised my voice early on. And my husband sat there for about 15 minutes and he said, Jay, I love you, right? And I said, yeah. He said, I'll do anything for you. He said, you know that, right? And I said, yeah. He said, don't ever speak to me like that again. He's for real, Kempire. He said, I apologize to you for what your parents did to you. He said, but I've never heard my parents argue or fight. I'm not saying they didn't do it. I'm saying they didn't do it in front of us. And this is not the type of marriage that I want. And that just changed it for me. And it's about respect. I can be upset. I can be mad at you. We can argue. We can fight. But don't you dare disrespect me. And that's what Lindsey did.
Yep.
You know, that's what he did. And Jasmina and Michael, I think what it is, Jasmina is too strong for Michael. She needs someone that's going to check her. You know, and because she's looking for things with Michael to just not like him or to be mad at him. He's just not strong enough. He doesn't know how to stand up to her and kind of do what my husband did to me, what Big did to me. Hey, check this. This ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
Chris and Alyssa really missed out. I think she missed the boat there with Chris. She was looking for someone to look good when in all reality, they looked alike, because she ain't something to write home about. So they made a good couple, but she really messed that up. And Katina, needs to calm down. He's trying to be this macho man. He needs to calm down, and Katina needs to speak up, and then they could make it. But they're both like, he's trying to be something he's not, and she's bowing down to be something she doesn't want to be. That's not going to work because they're not being there. Noi, that's another one who's missing the boat. Noi's missing the boat because, honey, don't let the smooth taste fool you. We all learned in 2020 when that pandemic hit. We learned that people learned, I don't have to work at this job. Are you crazy? I can go and make my own money and make my own way. And
make more.
And make more. And people are talking about retirement and this and that. I have a good retirement. We both have a good retirement. But Kempire, you want to know what's better than the retirement that I got from the Department of Corrections? It's the money that my husband put extra into the retirement for us. You understand what I'm saying? Because I was a safety officer, I can retire at 50. However, it's people that can retire at 50 with me because we're safety. We're officers, right? But it's a lot of people that still will work until like 56, 60. But because my husband was smart with money and put more for the retirement, so who knows what Steve is doing? That man knows what he's doing with his money.
Yep.
He doesn't have to come out and tell the world, but he knows what he's doing. And Noi could probably learn a little bit, because she look up his job description and hers, she would see that he makes double what she's making. So I'm sure he's okay.
Yeah.
So
who knows, he could be making triple.
Yeah, exactly. She really needs to look at that. And it's just, I don't think any of them are going to make it. And it's sad to say that. I really don't. I don't think, and I think the ones that do, it will be forced, but it won't last long.
Yeah, I have that feeling too.
Yeah, and I think that they all need, you know how they do the whatever they do to get them on the show, I don't know. But I think they need 6 months of individual counseling. No,
Lifetime is like, no.
Yeah, because they want,
you don't have the budget for that.
They want the drama. So it's like, are you really a show about showing us that people can really marry and quickly and stay together? Or do you just want drama? Yeah. So we got to look at it like that. But you have a good dinner. You buy your nice home. That closet was to die for.
Right?
Woo!
Jennifer, we appreciate you calling in. I love when you guys call in and you share your personal experiences, because I feel like we get a better idea. And I think that's far more entertaining than us talking about these people and their messy marriages.
It is. And this is the other thing. I want to show you this real quick. When we knew that I was going to retire, I look at houses every day too. I got my real estate license in 2006 when we knew I was going to retire. And I worked into Keller Williams, and I learned the ins and outs of everything and working, and learned it all in and this and that. So I know the market really well. And I did that, and I keep my license, and I did that so we can buy homes and property and stuff like that. And my husband can work on them, sell them, flip them, keep them, and do stuff like that. So we know the market pretty well. I watch the market all over the world all the time.
Wow.
So yeah.
Look at y'all.
Yeah, so it's just being smart. And I think that I really feel sorry for Noi, because boy, somebody's gonna get Steve and they're gonna ooh, because I just read, I don't know how true it is, because I don't really like listening to rumors and gossip until Kempire posted, then I know it's true. But I read today they said that Steve is really a millionaire, and so yeah.
I believe that honestly, because
Mhm.
literally, if you watch the after party, Chris hints at if you really
Yes.
understood his line of work, then you
Yep.
understand that he made a lot of money
Yes.
and he's comfortable.
He's very
So
comfortable.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I think Steve and Chris are both way up there, because I told you it's not the work, it's not the job, it's the money, what you do with it. I learned
Yep,
that from my husband.
yep.
Like, I'm sitting right here messing with Kempire and do things for people that I want to, whatever and stuff like that. People call me, oh, I want to see a home. I don't want to show you. Let me call somebody and send you to somebody else to do that. You see what I'm saying? And
You
I
have the
write other
freedom.
things. Yeah. And then my husband's out there still training and still doing whatever. So you don't know what people do. You understand what I'm saying?
And
You don't
usually
understand.
the ones that are very flashy with it are the ones that are broke.
I said that. Oh, like quick gossip. I said that to what's the dude that Portia Williams is with?
Oh,
The
Simon
guy,
Gabadia?
the African dude. Okay, so he's always posting something. So one time I said, my father always taught me that real money don't jingle like that, right?
Hmm.
And he went on this long tangent, and all I said to myself is, dude, if you are so rich, you wouldn't even have time to respond to me.
Look at you.
You feel what I'm saying? And I remember this guy came into Mercedes Benz, and old black guy, he had on the overalls. Nobody wanted to sell him a Mercedes. So my dad told this other black salesman, he said, go to him, right? He went to him. The guy paid cash money for the top Mercedes. So stop judging people by the way you think they look, honey,
Hmm.
because people will tell you all the time, Jennifer can buy whatever the hell she wants today, tomorrow, and in the future.
Bloop.
So
Drop the
bloop,
mic on that one.
drop the mic. So I
Thank
love
you,
you,
Jennifer, for
Kempire.
calling in.
I love you.
Have a
Take care.
great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
You guys we have some very bougie people that listen to the show. I love it because I'm bougie on the inside. If you couldn't tell. Guys, if you're just joining us, we're going to take one last caller. But this is our weekly recap of Married at First Sight. And I saw we got a sale. Thank you guys so much for supporting the coldest water bottle. If you haven't gotten your coldest water bottle yet, be sure to get one. They are the best. Keeps your water cold for 36 plus hours. Multiple colors, multiple sizes, but they have pillows. They have stuff for your pets. They even have stuff for your coffee. Go to coldest.com. Don't forget to use the discount code KEMP10 for 10% off. Again, that's KEMP10. Thank you so much for supporting. All right, let's bring up Amy in here. Amy, what's going on?
Hey, Kempire.
How are you?
Oh my God. Why is this show so long?
I
Not your show.
know.
I'm talking about Married at First Sight.
I
They
know.
can get all that stuff done in 1 hour. Listen, that's the last time I'm going to watch it live. I'm probably just going to do the recaps with you because it was a 2-hour event with like mostly commercials, and the show was dragging.
Yeah, I don't need them to do that. I
Yeah, it's
agree
just
with you. And I watch it twice.
I can't do that because like a lot of the information you can get from just a rewatch. I just cannot do that. It's too long. Um, the thing, okay, I hate my unpopular opinion. I think Mark is a sucker MC, and he is because like that one incident. Okay, all the other incidents he was right. Lindsay took it way too far. Katrina was looking for some smoke. She was doing all of the extra,
I'm
rolling
so
her
mad you call her
eyes.
Katrina. Her name is Katina.
Katrina today. Because Katina was acting like Katrina. Listen, she was just doing too much, rolling her eyes and giving attitude and just I felt like somebody should you doing all this. What is I need to ask you, why are you rolling your eyes? And that was nothing wrong with that. And he just turned it on her. Now, what she did as the after fact, that she was right, but then she became wrong because she told all of his tea, which I kind of feel like it was a hot mic. So I don't think she intentionally did that for the world to hear. It's just the Married at First Sight. That's on the mic, so we want to air it. But
Mm,
that was a lot of information to somebody who doesn't know him. And I'm sure after he watched that, it's over. At least for
right?
me. Because I'm like, you told people I can't fuck you. Oh, excuse me. You told people I couldn't have sex well. You told them my house is dirty. You said I was poor. That's just, come on. Like, it's a no. But in my opinion, she was right. Katina was doing what women do when they want to be addressed. Because, like, you're all up. Oh my God. And then it's like, I don't want to argue with you. You must want to argue with me with all that smoke. I'm sorry. And I felt like Lindsey was right. Noi, I love Steve. Steve is so my type. That's my type, baby. That's my type. He got it going on and he got his stuff in order. You just need to roll with it, baby. Don't be scared. He got you. What's his name? Chris. I don't know if you saw it, but then they were showing it to Chris and Alyssa. Alyssa was sitting on the floor doing her makeup with a plastic dresser. A plastic dresser where you can see your clothes. You know those little college dressers that you put your stuff. She is po. She ain't got no money. And when they
no shade to social media managers, but a social media manager, I mean, they can make money depending on where you're working, but that's not a very high paying job either. And now she might be unemployed.
The dresser said it all. She's still taking clothes out of a dresser, a plastic dresser. That's all I need to know. And Chris' spot looked nice. So all I'm saying, Alyssa, you could at least saw the whole package, which means you could have upgraded him. You could have been his Beyonce. You could have got his teeth right, got him in the gym, and just matched the energy because he had a lot of nice stuff in that spot. And I mean, out of all the Boston spots, it looks like Noi, Chris, and Steve had the best like business sense because they are doing well. Michael, I feel like he lied about his roommates because he just don't want this girl just to dislike him. Anything that he feels like, because she kind of interrogates him when she talks to him. Does she not? Do you have a roommate? And he probably thought maybe I should just lie because I don't want to get caught up. But I personally think that like she is a snappy, rude person in general, and she needs to be brought down a notch because she's not doing all that great herself. Other than that, the episode was okay, but it just can't be it can't be that long.
I know.
I cannot do a 2-hour show. I just cannot. And then on top of that, they brought Alyssa back. Like, why is she on my screen? Girl, go. We don't have any more food for you. There's no more snacks. Everything has been taken up. You have to leave. There's no leftovers. She's looking for some type of food. I think she came there hungry at that bowling. Yeah. I think she came hungry looking for some pizza because she ain't got nowhere to eat. Because she's looking for the amenities. She's not going to leave. Somebody needs to tell her she needs to go. Other than that, outside there, have a good night and eat something good for us.
You do, but Amy, I think you might be right because she really was trying to stay on the show. She wanted to stay in the apartment 1 month and give him another month.
Classic dresser, she's going to show up for everything and eat every morsel. That girl is po. I'm telling you, I know, bro, because I am, bro, and I would not leave either. I'll be like, okay, you guys are gonna have a group outing. I'll be there with them fake tears. She probably took extra picture home when she went home, wrapped it up in her little takeaway bag. She ain't fooling me. I was gonna ask you after you showed that what's it called with Bon Jovi. Oh my God, that place looks so nice. Do you ever think about doing an episode where we just talk about just different real estates and go through them? Because that like really gets my spirits up looking at nice real estate.
I mean, that really does. Because there's so much real estate to look at. I would have to really like gather like some of my favorites, and I wouldn't
put your 10 list up and like.
I mean, you guys could always send me links too. Join the texting community. You guys can send me links and we can plan a day where we look at property around the world. It doesn't have to be here in the United States either. We might open up our minds to other properties and moving. You know, I think someone moved to.
Are you going to start a Patreon? Because I'll join the Patreon. That could be something you do in a private.
That's true. That's true. I know. And I've been thinking about what I need to do with my Patreon, guys. If you haven't joined us on Patreon, you can. But there will be new tiers, so we can. I think that's where we're going to do our movie nights and stuff like that. So stay tuned for that.
Okay. Thank you, Kempire. Have a nice night.
Bye. Amy is a mess. That was hilarious, though. Micah said, "Yes, Kempire, let's do it. We could do international too." All right. Final thoughts on Married at First Sight, Boston, season 14. Before we do that, I do want to say thank you. Sass says Chris bought that house with his ex a few months before the show. Oh my God. Zoe, thank you so much for the super sticker. Appreciate you supporting the channel as always. JMM says, I've had 2 Taurus hubbies. They don't raise their voices or cuss a lot. Would have kept the last one. He was a sneaky cheater. That's not very Taurus-like. He must have had something else going on. Anyways, guys, I appreciate you all being here. Final thoughts on this episode. I agree with Amy. I feel like these episodes are way too long. This is the longest show that I recap, and I literally have to watch it twice. But damn, I'm gonna have to change the provider that I use, because even when I DVR it, it's under recordings, I'm not able to fast forward through commercials. It must be some sort of deal Hulu has with Lifetime. What I've digressed. So I can't even fast forward through certain commercials. Anyways, I appreciate everyone calling in. Thank you to everyone that sent in the super chat. We appreciate you being here for our Married at First Sight recap. I thought this was a decent episode. It wasn't my favorite. I didn't love the way that Lindsey spoke to Mike, but I agree with some of you that say Mike also needs to start setting boundaries. But I think once he sees everything that she said about him, he's going to divorce this woman. She went below the belt. There's certain things, and Katina said this on the after show, there's certain things you say in an argument that you just can't take back. So that's why you should never go there. You should never go there, because you can't take it back. And someone like me, that's always going to be in the back of my mind. That's always going to be in the back of my mind. Just saying. Sonia says, too long for no good reason. I know, especially this season. Marvin says, yes, a bed bug infestation would be a deal breaker. I don't know if it'd be a deal breaker for me. I don't think because I'm in New York and I understand people, even if you're the cleanest person in the world, you can get bed bugs. You can get them from the movie theater, you can get them from the train. I'm just saying, like, it's common. I don't know if it'd be a deal breaker. I mean, I don't want it. I'm just saying. But things happen. Now, cockroaches, that's what she said. She said he had roaches. So I don't know if she was just too drunk and she couldn't remember it was bed bugs, or did she see roaches? I don't know. Terry says, Kempire, is the link to donation available? I couldn't find it, but I'm keyboard challenger with my Parkinson's. It's okay. Terry, after the live, it will be available on this video. Guys, don't forget, we are raising money for Black History Month for the Sentencing Project. However, you can check out any of our videos from this past month. That there will be a link on the right side if you're checking on a computer. You probably need to see it on a computer. And there is a donation. We're almost there. We're almost at 2,000. I think we just need a little bit over $300 in order to reach our goal. The month ends this week, though. So please feel free to share the videos. Feel free to share the links. I appreciate everyone that's donated so far. People that are been sending in donations. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to everyone that sent in a super chat. Thank you to everyone that called in. Thank you to our Team Kempire and Royal Court members. If you'd like to become a member of the channel and support keeping the lights on here at the studio, head on over to TeamKempire.com. We will be adding new tiers and the Patreon. We will be adding some tiers to that for like movie nights and special, different, exclusive things that we will be doing on those platforms. So stay tuned for that. Thank you to everyone. Thank you to our mods, and thank you to you guys for being here. Have a great rest of your evening. I will see you in the next video. We will be doing our Real Housewives of Miami watch party exclusively on TikTok tonight, a little bit later on. And of course, tomorrow we will recap the Real Housewives of Miami at 12:30 p.m. Eastern. And of course, more to come with Love is Blind. We will be doing the ultimate recap. I believe the final episode is coming this week, right? The final episode is coming this week. So stay tuned. More than likely, we will get to it hopefully early next week. We'll do the ultimate recap of Love is Blind season 2. I might have to rewatch it, y'all. I might have to rewatch it just because it was a good season. Shout out to Netflix, and damn you for raising your prices, but damn you, you got some good content. Thank you, Danielle. We are at 1670. Our goal is 2,000. So let's get to it, guys. I appreciate everyone that's donated so far. Again, after the live, you're watching the replay crew. Let me know your thoughts on Married at First Sight, and also donate. There will be a donation option on this video after the live. Thank you to everyone for being here. Have a great rest of your day. If you haven't already, be sure to like the video. Guys, let's get to 250 likes. Let's get to 250 likes before we end this live. You've been here for an hour and 35 minutes. Like the video. But I get it. Some people forget to even like the video. I do it all the time. Forget that I'm enjoying what I'm watching. I forgot to like it. Don't forget to like the video. Thank you to everyone. I appreciate everyone that calls in. We had such great conversation. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Let me get out of here. Let me play some music and get out of here.
You mess this up like you always do. You want me back, but I'm through with you. You say, I'm so sorry, didn't mean to. You still love me, tell me that I don't care what words they sound. All I love, nothing stays still the same. I'm so done and I'm tired of this back and forth. Now you're in my head and in my bed, telling me it's over 'cause I'm not in love. You need more than my love as I watch you walk away. But tomorrow you'll say, I'm so sorry, didn't mean to. You still love me, tell me that I don't care what words they sound. And I know nothing stays still the same. I'm so done and I'm tired of this back and forth. Back and forth. Back and forth. Same old thing. I know you won't change, but tomorrow